This is a 10-rounder. Tony Conquest the favourite, but Neil Dawson, the 32-year-old joiner from Rotherham, says that he intends to make a war out of this one. Conquest undefeated in his 10 fights. Has 4 wins inside the distance. And Dawson with just 1 reverse in a career which started back in 2002.
Yeah, both have very similar records. Obviously, Dawson with the 1 sole defeat. But Conquest looking the more positive of the two at the start. On the front foot straight away, just doing a nice combination.
Dawson part of the Carl Greaves stable. Conquest here, incidentally, defending his WBO International Cruiserweight title. And he admits that boxing is absolutely his obsession. Loves watching Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather. Well, certainly both have gone in here trying to throw big punches in the opening round.
But Conquest having the better timing of the two at the moment, just catching Dawson coming in with 2 cracking right hands. But Dawson does need to establish that jab. Taller fighter needs to keep Conquest at bay. At the moment he's just waiting too much and letting Tony close the gap.
Conquest trained by Jason Rowland. Great name for a fighter, isn't it, Tony Conquest?
It's almost like some sort of wrestling name, isn't it, even? But yeah, it's a good name. He's a good fighter as well.
Oh, terrific shot from Dawson. Left hand, and Conquest is in trouble. He doesn't know where he is in there. I think this is going to be a first-round knockout win. He's not going to get up. And Neil Dawson, the unheralded fighter from Rotherham, has done precisely what he promised to do, and has thrown a peach to the left hook and has taken out the much-vaunted Tony Conquest in the opening round. And what a performance!
Well, it literally came from nowhere, didn't it? Because Tony Conquest was on top and landed with the better shots. He just got caught in the middle of a combination. It seemed he was landing with the better shots in that combination. Just got caught with a left hook. I think he hit him up the temple maybe, and he just didn't know where he was. And you see it now? Right on the jaw, right on the chin. Good shot.
Right hand and the left, both going through. The right hand, that was a clean shot, and then the left, right on the chin. That's a terrific shot, that really is.
Yeah, really good. Just showing a nice bit of power there. Just literally Dawson beating Conquest's own game, wasn't he? Then drawing him on, catching him on the counter.
Well, Neil Dawson says that he wants to go looking for a British title shot after this. He said if he lost, I really don't know where I'd go with his career. Well, he hasn't lost. He admits that he needs boxing, he needed a win to improve his financial state for himself and his partner Katie and his 2 young kids who will have been watching this. They're going to be very proud of him, and he certainly has given himself opportunities in the months to come. Well, happily Tony Conquest has recovered okay, but he really didn't know where he was when that left hand landed.
No, he was right on the button, wasn't it? And yeah, he was lost. He was. You can see he was sat down. There was no intention of him getting up. He was really in trouble. But he was winning the fight. It was only the first round, admittedly, but he looked like part of the 2. Was landing with the harder shots, or so it seemed. And then I was just about to criticise Dawson for being a little bit laid back and needing to establish his jab. And he just timed it to perfection, didn't he, with that left hook.
Carl Greaves has some 45 fighters who he manages nowadays, and Neil Dawson one of them. And look at the team there, celebrating happily. Well, they might. Been sparring Shane McPhilbin in the run-up to this, and Danny Price. He said that he'd been working hard. In the end, it was the punch power which ended this one. Never been beyond 6 rounds. This time in the first round, a spectacular win. And here's confirmation from Mike Goodall.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 59 seconds of the first round, Tony Conquest fails to beat the referee's count to 10. The winner and the new International Cruiserweight Champion, Neil Dawson.
Neil, you're beaming from ear to ear. You got that belt strapped proudly around your waist.
just tell us what that victory and that title means to you.
Means everything to me. It's about time people start to show me some respect in cruiserweight division. I've lost one contest and the rest of them I've white flyweight, and I've just white flyweight Tony Conquest. So it's about time. I'm getting old now, 32. I want a British title fight. Next fight.
How much confidence do you take from the performance that you just produced?
To be honest, not a deal, because it didn't go very long. If I'd have been in a hard fight and come out on top, fair enough. I'm obviously confident in my power, because some of their team are flawed in, but it's not like having a hard scrap, but it's a good night for me. So, brilliant.
Tell us about that punching power, because even though you landed the right just before, effectively it was a single left hook that produced it. How much confidence do you have in your punching power, and where does it come from? Is it timing? How do you generate such power in your shots?
Because in gym I throw everything in every punch shot. I've always been able to punch. I've only stopped, well, I've stopped 4 now, but I've put at least another 3 of them on the floor, and I've been close to stoppage. But because the journeymen, they know how to survive. Otherwise I would have stopped nearly them all. So I've definitely got power.
And so what's the next step? You talk about you've got ambitions for the British title. What's the next step for you in the year 2013?
British title, that's all I want, British title. I was on the verge of a British title 5 years ago and I had to quit boxing. And now I want it. Next fight, we'll see why not.
Well, listen, congratulations on a superb win tonight. Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you so much to my kids, Zach and Freya.